Hey, how's it going, guys? Today we are going to be taking a look at Bandai's Electromotive Style Injection Machine. This is a Bandai Hobby Center original. I believe that you can only buy this at the Bandai Hobby Center in Japan. I think they maybe sell it at Gundam Base Tokyo, possibly maybe, and I'm sure you can probably buy it in like secondhand places like Mandarake and things like that around Japan. I've seen this model around before, and it just came out a little while ago, 11 years ago now, in 2007, so actually longer than I remember. But it's a model I've seen around, and it's very interesting, but I've just never picked it up. But so I'm happy to be able to check this out. This was sent to me by a guy, Darrel. Thank you very much for sending this to me. Very interesting. If you guys are unaware of what this is a model kit of the machine that Bandai uses to make model kits. So I believe this is like their special like 4-color injection machines. So it'd be like their kind of like patented one. So it's kind of like building the very thing that makes Bandai so special. So it should be cool. It's 1/60 scale, so it should be very small as well. I'll try to give you guys a look at how this compares to like a 1/60 scale kit. And as you can see there in the background is the Bandai Hobby Center. I've never been there because in order to like actually tour around, you have to make a reservation. There's only certain times when they do it, and it's kind of really complicated. So here on the side of the box, just kind of the same thing, but on the bottom there's some other stuff, some photos of the actual machines in the factory there. I'm pretty sure the list price for this is not 477 yen, so I'm not sure exactly how much this kit retails for. Yes, but here on the other side there you can see just a photograph of the painted kit there, kind of front and back, and then some specifications about the kit. So it's not going to be very big. It's quite small. So there you can see, just got one 4-color runner, of course. We've got gray, white, blue, and yellow, some stickers in there. We'll look at that in a moment. Let's just take a look at the instructions here first. It's just one sheet of paper with our parts list, and then very simple, basic instructions on how to put this together. Shouldn't really be too complicated. And then that's pretty much it. There are definitely a handful of stickers around on this kit, but it doesn't look like we have a color guide for this, so that's interesting. So here's the sticker sheet for this, and this is like not foil sticker, but just like regular sticker. So not really sure how well these are going to work. We'll find out soon enough, but there's a lot of stuff on there. And here's the runner. So yeah, just a couple of blue parts there at the top, a couple of yellow parts at the bottom, kind of nice orangey yellow, and then white over there on the side, and then just simple gray in the middle. It's really nicely detailed. There's some, it's very simple in terms of the parts count, but what we have there is pretty nicely detailed. If you take a look at some of these smaller parts here, you can see here, I'm guessing that those are like the injection nozzles, I would imagine, and just some little details on some of these parts. And here, I want to get in really close so you guys can see this. So this is actually a tiny 1/60 scale of mold plate. Now I can't exactly make out what kit that's really supposed to be. If I had to guess, it's probably supposed to be the ARC-78-2 Gundam. But boy, the detail on that is pretty crazy. I think I'm trying to get that as close as I can so you guys can see that. But woo, that is some fine detail. Okay, and so that's it. Basically, I'll just get this built up and we'll have a look. Okay, and here it is, all stickered up and built up. And there's a fair amount of stickers, as we saw there. So a lot of these little color apps and these stickers are coming up here. All the stickers all fit like pretty well, except for these ones here wrapping around the back. There's like 1, 2, 3 that wrap around this back section there. And those didn't really fit quite right, so I had to kind of slice those a little bit on the edges and kind of mucked that up a little bit. But as you can see, it's pretty cool, pretty simple. A little control panel here. I guess that would be kind of the only really like moving part of that, but it doesn't really seem like it's really meant to move. The mold in there, I noticed when I looked at those more closely that it's actually the mold plate in there is a mold for this runner, which is used to make this kit. So there's like a tiny mold of the runner to make this kit inside of here. It's very, very, very interesting that they did like that. But overall, it's a really interesting thing. I think it is, if you just like want to have something interesting to build. I'm not sure really what I'll do with this at this point. I'm sure at some point it may be cool to paint this, but there's really not a whole lot to do with it. I think it's just kind of a fun thing to have if you're just like a big fan of Bandai models or just kind of model kits in general, or just want to build something a little bit different, just something fun. So if you can get one of these for cheap and like just want a cool little thing to put on your desk or on your shelf, then yeah, go for it. Pretty cool. Bandai's injection molding machine. There you go. So let me just give you a little size comparison here. And so for comparison, let's compare it here to the Perfect Grade Exia, which is also in 160 scale, and you can see I got the little 160 scale Setsuna there standing next to the machine. And yeah, the machine, it looks a little bit larger than 160 scale. I have to go back and like look at photos or videos on YouTube of like the Bandai factory to see how big this was, but I don't remember the machine being quite that big. I think it's maybe a little bit larger than 160 scale, but either way, it's pretty cool. It's just like a 4-5 inches long, maybe just a couple inches tall, very small, but very unique. So there you have it, Bandai's Electromotive Style Injection Machine kit. Again, thank you to Darrel for sending this to me. It's a really cool, interesting kit and kind of piece of Bandai history, I guess, if you will. So hopefully this has been useful for any of you guys who are maybe interested in something like this, something very unique and different. I'm sure you could find some other different cool uses for this too, like kit bash this and use this for like part of a diorama or something, even kind of like disguise the fact that it's a Bandai mold machine within your diorama. I think would be probably pretty cool. But anyway, as always, guys, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.